Hey everybody, today I'm going to be putting a Seat Concepts cover and foam kit onto my CRF250L. Now, the first thing you got to do after you remove the seat is pry out all these staples, and I did put one in with my Stanley stapler here just to make sure I can staple the new one back down. Okay, I've done a few, and the best way I've found is to go at about a 45-degree angle, push downward and inward, and then just rotate it a little bit. So it's kind of tricky. I need both hands to do this, but down and in and then rotate, just like that. On this part of the seat where there's quite a pronounced lip, I'm going at it this way because obviously I can't get at it well enough from this side, so I'm just going right along with the lip of the seat and then just popping them out. And once I get all these popped up on one side, I'm going to go back through here with a needle nose pliers and just yank them out. Okay, now that I've got all those staples removed, I can slide this off the back. It's always hard to work the damaged finger. Just pull it up and take the cover right off. Now the foam appears to be glued on. I'm going to very carefully pull on it, try not to rip it, which might not be possible. Okay, I got a little angry and went all Amazing Hulk on it. Not going to be able to reuse that, but there it is. I just got to clean a little bit of this stuff off, and then you use a contact spray adhesive on here to put the new seat pan foam on, and that's going to vary how you use that by what brand you get. So just follow the directions on your can, and then once I have that on here, I'll show you the next step. If you've got a slow setting contact adhesive, which I would recommend, that's what I've got here. I just sprayed the pan, sprayed the foam, set it on there, and I could move it a little bit because if you do a quick set one, you're only going to have one shot, and if you get it wrong, as you saw with the factory pan, it's pretty much junk. So get slow setting if possible, and then just use all your sport rider, motorcyclist, National Electric Code, Twisted Throttle, Dennis Kirk, etc., etc., etc. books to weight all that down, and that foam will stick really nice to your seat pan. The next step is warming up the seat cover, and that's to make it easier to stretch. So I'm actually going to take it inside, and I'm going to lay it in the sun inside, and that'll help it'll help it be more stretchy. Wow, I need a nap. Okay, now that I've got my adhesive all set up on the seat pan to the foam, I can go ahead and put the cover on. I've just slipped it over the front and made sure it's on there, and then I'm going to take my stapler, and this is a Stanley model TR110. I just got it at the local farm supply store, and just going to make sure I've got this pretty much aligned down on the front. Go ahead and pull this back just a little and staple it. Just like that. And now I'm going to take the back corner about here and here, and I'm going to staple those down just to make sure it doesn't kind of wander as I'm pulling the material around and stapling. And making sure it's aligned, which you need to do several times during this process. I'm pulling it back. I think I'm going to do the rear first. So that's centered. Hold that over. Tack the back down. And it's just a process of going down each side and alternating sides where I staple it. And then if you get a wrinkle in the top, you just pull the staples out of that area, stretch it out a little different, and staple it back down. So I'm just going to pull it over and go to town stapling it, and I'll show you when I get a little further. Okay, I've got it tacked most of the way around, and I've got a little bit here. I need to take this one out and pull it back a little bit, so you can see right there. I think I can just, this one didn't go in very well either. It's sticking out a little bit. So this side I've got that a little bit too, but I'm going to try and pull it a little bit tighter when I do the rest of the staples. It should come out then. I just got to go around and really staple this sucker down. And if you get ones like this that are not all the way down, you can always just tap them with a hammer to get them in a little better. This stapler, it's doing okay. I've got about 3 of those out of about, well, 3 out of 12 didn't go in all the way, so it's doing the job, but you might want a pneumatic one instead. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, putting a bunch of staples in it. Next, I'm going to just have to take this for a big ride and see if the larger seating area and grippier surface, which is also a benefit of this Seat Concepts cover, was worth the money to modify it. So here's my seat. Goes right back on the way it did when it was this factory seat pan, and the next video I have for this will be testing it. I'll see you then.